Hi, welcome to Easter Eggs. We're looking at some events that count down toward Easter as we get ready to celebrate together. And in this portion of our series, we've been looking at some faces in the crowd. In our previous episodes, we've taken a glimpse at a couple. Today, I want to go with a face that is a nameless face. We know him simply as the Roman Centurion. If the picture paints 1,000 words, then at the Crucifixion, the Roman Centurion got a dictionary full. All he did was see Jesus die. We don't have any record of the Roman centurion being around to have seen Jesus prior to that. We don't know if he saw him in the crowds. We don't know if he saw him do any miracles. We don't know if he ever heard him teach. We don't know if he ever had any other dust-ups with Jesus, but what we do know is that he was at the cross. Now, history may reveal that he had encounters with Jesus. Was he aware of Jesus? Sure, he was. But we also know that he never witnessed Jesus still the wind. That was for the disciples in the boat. What he really witnessed was the way that Jesus died. But that was all that it took for this weather-worn soldier to take a giant step in faith and make that statement that we hear in the scripture, surely this was a righteous man. That statement is huge. It's huge because he's Roman. It's huge because he's there doing his job. But it's where the rubber of faith meets the road of reality under hardship. It's belief in the midst of pain. Genuineness and character have been unveiled in misfortune. Faith is not best practiced in three-piece suits on a Sunday morning. Faith shows up best at hospital bedsides, cemeteries, cancer wards, those places where it's tough. And maybe for this old crusty soldier who's watching this unfold, he is seeing this and he's watching a scene that he has probably seen time and time and time again. And he's listening and he's watching. And it matters. See, someone said one time, anybody can preach a sermon surrounded by daisies. But it's only one with a gut full of faith that can live out a sermon on a mountain of pain. Jesus was living out who he was on a mountain of pain. It impacted the soldier in such a way that there was just no denying what he did. See, there's a moment where if we think about it enough, we become overwhelmed by what Jesus did, what he went through, what he experienced for us. He was innocent, but he was treated as if he were guilty. And the way that he lived and the way that he died brings us to one conclusion: surely this is a righteous man. And yet we know that in the story, he's going to come back to life. And when he comes back to life, things will forever change for the better. But in this moment, a declaration of faith by a Roman centurion lets him become not just a nameless face in the crowd, but somebody who could see through all the stuff that was going on around him and see with clarity who Jesus was in the midst of his death. That's huge. And a little bit surprising if you think about it. And so he becomes our Easter egg of the day, and there are more surprises as we grow closer to Easter. Stay with us in this series.